Hello! Perfidious Pete here. Friday night, we're going back in the darkest dungeon to watch the Abbot screen. Well, you know, he's got to scrub what I'm going to assume are probably love stains out of the cell down in the penance hall. What kind of penance was the Abbot performing? Oh, he was doing a little self-flagellation, but he was flagellating a very specific part of his body over and over and over. Like, he's got a pretty hearty yield, though. If the Abbot produced all of this, there's like a whole bucket full of spend here. Guy is potent. Shame he joined the clergy. He could have fathered like 8,000 children. What's up, chat? It's Friday. We're back in the dungeon. Let's go see what sort of missions we've got. Oh my god, man. The guy is just all over the place. Also, there's a lot of blood in that semen, man. You gotta go see a urologist, dude. That is not healthy. I think you may have like a sincere prostate problem. You gotta get that shit checked out. You don't want to mess around with your prostate health, let me tell you. It's nothing to... You pick no bones about that. Prostate, yeah. If you're a dude, that's pretty important. If he's a clergy, he probably can't, given that he's trying to poke underage boys. Maybe, well, okay, maybe it's a good thing that he's self-flagellating in a cell. Can't take too many more journeys like the last one. You're fine, Jen Urso. What happened to you on your last journey? What, you went to an Empire-controlled planet, broke inside of a shield, and everybody died? It seemed fine. Oh, I can't have too many more missions like that, where the Death Star blew up most of the planet I was on. What's the matter with you, crybaby? Rub some dirt on it. Let's get back in the game. Jen Urso is a punk, though. Just a punk. You're new. What are you? Sculptor's tools. Plus 40% damage versus stonework. I'm assuming that only works against gargoyles? Why would damaging stonework be useful? I'm assuming it would help against gargoyles is... I honestly can't think what other monster might have stone barricades. Potentially the fulminating prophet? But like, no, that's wood. I'm at a loss for why that is beneficial. I'm going to table that. What do we got here? Brawler's gloves are fantastic, though. Sunshine in the Thicket, the town event that makes things go better in the Warrens, I believe. This is a potential for us, potential candidate. Also, we got to start looking at maybe getting a crew together who can kill the Miller. That should be our focus. Stonework is the ultimate mission in the courtyard, otherwise it's only gargoyles. Pete, you can't talk like that to a woman. What? I could give Jen Urso shit. This is equality. You want equal treatment? That's what you're going to get, Jen Urso. I'm going to berate you the same way I'll berate Django Fett for just getting his head fucking chopped off at the drop of a hat. Oh, look at me. I'm about to face off against a Jedi. And then just whop, head comes right off. I was supposed to be able to face off against a Jedi. Well, you did technically face off against one for about 9.5 seconds. We have no idea what we're going to do when we fight the Miller, but we need to put together a crew that can handle the Miller. I like Jack Porkins for that. I like Shmi Skywalker in that crew. I feel like we need Max Rebo in that crew for some stress relief. The question then becomes, what or who is going to fill in that last spot? Because formerly, it was going to be our boy Han Solo, but now Han Solo can no longer perform those duties. We could try and level up Dash Rendar to 3 and then bump him. You know what? Let's see about getting Dash Rendar jumped up here. Do we have a team that can handle a boss? I definitely don't want Sculptor's Tools. Do we have a team that can handle the Inchoate Flesh? Because the Book of Sanity is actually pretty good. We have a healer. In theory, we have a sort of a tank. We also have Dash Rendar, who is amazing. But we need... like a little something else to go with that. I think we gotta dither until we can hire a level 2 hero, maybe? Speaking of which, are there any available? Of course not. Well, it was worth a shot. Looks like we're gonna have to go kill some time then. The Brawler's Gloves still seem tempting. Hell's Hairpin is not good for us because we don't like to be down in the darkness. I suppose we could take a stab at the courtyard. One thing we know down in the courtyard is that we are not going to get... like, we will not get that. Absolutely not. We also won't get EXP, though, and that's potentially a good thing. Do we have a crew, then, that we could send down into the Crimson Court? I kind of feel like the answer is sort of yeah. How much stronger would that crew be, though, if we had those Brawler's Gloves? Because I'm thinking we maybe take Sheev Palpatine in that, and putting the Brawler's Gloves on Palpatine would be fantastic. You know what? Let's go get the Brawler's Gloves. They're just too good. This will also give us a chance to maybe... the Weald is not a great place for a Plague Doctor. A lot of things are going to be blight resistant down in the Weald, but we might be able to power through that. Also, we're sitting fat on cash, so we don't really need to take Rose Tico, but again, we might want to do that. We could take Luke Skywalker. So who do we have in the Crimson Curse department? We got Luke Skywalker, Aura Singh, and Sheev Palpatine. I actually like that team for maybe a courtyard run. They just need somebody to heal them. Who wants that job? It's got to be a Vestal. That's the only thing. So we'd have Padme in theory. You know what? This would be a good mission for Padme, though, because she won't get any experience. We still want those Brawler's Gloves, though. Do we make Sheev Palpatine go get him, or do we send somebody else down to get the Brawler's Gloves? Because we got some other folks who could benefit from the EXP. In fact, you know what? That's it right there. We go get the Brawler's Gloves, and we take Dash Rendar along. He's going to be, a little bit in over his head, but I think we'll be okay. So give me a Dash Rendar. Probably we take Palpatine, I think. Who else we want to throw in there? Asajj Ventress would be solid. Anybody who could give us a more chance at triggering Riposte, though, would be fantastic. But we can't take Porkins. No Jack Porkins, because we got too much pork. I mean, my cholesterol's getting out of control. We got to cut down on the pork a little bit. Architect, hey, welcome to the stream, man. Hello yourself. I don't want to go with I don't want to go with two people who are under leveled. That just seems bad. Maybe Captain Phasma for a little bit of damage, but also heals. And then we need somebody who can work well out of the 3-hole. I'm feeling like Asajj Ventress or Zam Wessel, maybe, for this gig, because they're both great. Good damage, ability to work out of the 3-hole. You know what, Asajj Ventress, I choose you. That's our team then. Let's go make sure everybody's skills and equipment are appropriately outfitted. Asajj, you all good here? Skills look good. Sheev, how about you, buddy? Skills? The ones we're going to use are fine. Skywalker, what about you? You're all pumped up. Dash Rendar, of course, also he's pumped up and ready to work. Let's check the old blacksmith then. Rendar, how you doing? Look good. Skywalker, you're not even going on the mission. Get out of here, Skywalker. Phasma, you know what? We'll upgrade you to the heavy crossbow. Why not? We got the cash. Palpatine, can we upgrade your weapon too? Hells to the yeah. Ventress, I think we upgrade yours too. We can go a little whole hog, and you know what else we might go a little whole hog on? What if we go look at maybe some survival skills here? Because yours suck. I mean, Quarantine and Reflection are both pretty good, admittedly. You definitely need Encourage. Bloody Shroud sucks. Pep Talk. You know what? Let the mask down. I'm okay with that. We'll get rid of Wound Care, because that one sucks. Ventress, what do you got? You have Snuff Box, Night Moves. We gotta have Gallows Humor. It's too good. And then probably everybody needs Encourage. Maybe a Pep Talk for you as well. Nah, you're fine. Dash Rendar, what are you sporting over here? You got Gallows Humor, Unparalleled Finesse, Bandit Sense. I mean, all you need is Encourage, and you're good. Dash Rendar. He's a ladies' man for a reason. The cat's got a smooth tongue. What can I say? And he's a ladies' man because of his smooth tongue, actually. It's just like the ladies love feeling the smoothness of his tongue on their naughty bits. They're like, yeah, give me that smooth tongue. And also, you got to have Encourage, Captain Phasma. And we're now kind of broke a little bit. By kind of broke, I mean we're like, maybe we overspent by a wide margin. Unequip all the trinkets. Sort things by rarity. We have blood, so we don't have to worry about equipping anybody with that dead rat. What's a boy Sheev Palpatine going to want to take into the dungeon here? You know, the immunity mask is not so fantastic. Mantra of Fasting. Interesting. What's your Crimson... You are currently wasting. So what if we give you the rat? And now you can't die. And also are wasting. So we could give you plus 7 speed and plus 40% max HP. Have we got something else that works better? We can give you plus 8 crit, and I mean, that's actually pretty good, though. It also gives us the added benefit of not requiring the gloves. You know, it's an interesting dynamic, but honestly, it's probably not worthwhile. Luke, why don't you take the Ancestor's Vintage? I'm just looking at the numbers here, and I think we'll be better off if we give... Here, Arsing, take this dead rat off our hands, if you would. I know you're not even on the mission, but there you go. I have one dead rat. I still think we get more mileage out of our boy Palpatine if we just give him more garden variety gear. I think we can do better if we just give him something like, say, I don't know, the Fortunate Armlet, and then we just give him the surgical gloves. That gives him a huge accuracy bonus and a huge critical bonus. It does give him a little bit of additional stress, but he's got a self-stress heal, so that's okay. What do we want to give our boy Dash Rendar? Now, Dash Rendar is going to be in over his head a little bit, so anything we can do to mitigate his stress would be extraordinarily helpful. You know, 8 crit and 15 dodge with Crimson Curse is real good, though. Love the Friday night double D. Give that leper move resist. Hey, Iskar, what's up, man? Happy Friday, Pete. Yeah, I'm real excited it's Friday. Pete had a real shit week, man. I worked from 6 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock of the following morning on Tuesday of this week, and I did not like it. I'm not really sure what we should give you. We're not going to be fighting a lot of humans down here. I mean, some humans, but not enough to probably warrant the massive dodge penalty we're going to take. Dodging's actually going to be pretty important. Maybe we give you the camouflage cloak, and then just anything else we can. I'd love to give you something that reduces your overall stress. Do you have anything that helps with you? This gives you extra stress. We definitely don't want that. Anything with less stress. We could give you more scouting and trap disarm, which is not terribly disuseful. It also lowers your speed a little bit. I don't have any better options. I mean, the bonus to range skills isn't terrible for... We could just go straight up flat across the board damage instead, though. What do you do again? Penalty to healing received. We definitely want to avoid that. Tough ring, I don't like. You know what? Maybe we just give him a hero's ring for a bonus virtue chance in case he gets targeted by a mass of stress attacks. I like this idea for one particular reason. The hero's ring, we can sort of swap it around a little bit. That doesn't have to stay with anybody in particular. We're definitely going to give you the blighting satchel. That's great. And we've discovered that the blight attack for grave robbers is actually pretty solid these days. Dancer's foot wrap, shield breaker only. Don't we have something else that's just for grave robbers that we were... You know what? Here, why don't you take this Book of Scouting? That's acceptable. Your dodge is a little bit penalized, but you know, the blighting satchel's, it's solid. And then you're definitely just going to take the childhood treasure and the medic's greaves. Do we have enough healing here for a medium-length mission? We got some self-heal on the leper. We got a little bit of healing from Captain Phasma and damage. Maybe we should sack Phasma in favor of... Nah, you know what? I'm okay with this. I still think we're good. Let's get it done. Let's check everybody's camping skills. Just make sure they're arrayed properly. So you got Encourage, Wound Care, Field Dressing, and Marching Plan. We should have got Restring Crossbow. It's pretty good. What do you have here? Snuff Box, Pep Talk. We don't have a Shield Breaker, so we don't need Pep Talk. Give me Encourage. Give me Gallows Humor. Probably a Snuff Box is better. And Night Moves or Pilfer. You know, Pilfer only costs one time. Let's take Pilfer. Bandit Sense is fantastic. Unparalleled Finesse, Gallows Humor, great. We're going to ditch that Pep Talk for an Encourage. And you have the 4 skills that you have. Let's provision them. We're socked and ready to work. We should probably take 1 vial of the blood. We do have a man who is literally dying. I hate the fact that it takes up inventory on what's already going to be pretty crowded, because this is... We got to haul a bunch of garbage into the dungeon. That's too many torches, though. 14 is plenty of torches. Give me 20 food. Seems to be about the right outlay here. We got a shovel. Let's add 2 more. We got a medicinal herb. Let's add 1 more. Let's take 1 anti-venom, 1 bandage. Actually, we already had a bandage. You know what? 1 is enough. We're probably going to wind up throwing those on the floor anyway. This is acceptable. In we go. People like Pete make the world go around. What? People who work to live? I do work to live, though. I don't live to work. But I also like to be a dependable, reliable employee who my coworkers can trust that when something needs to be done, it can get done by assigning me the task, even though that something may be hard or unpleasant to do. I feel pleasure from being reliable and trustworthy. Yeah, we all know you're wasting. I don't understand how your hunger is making you rob us, but here, just drink the blood. Are you happy now? 500 gold. Are these the sweet, blood-soaked pages? I don't care. If they're not the sweet journals of badass Darius Rucker, I just don't want to know about it. The secret door is interesting. Mostly because it allows us to get rid of a key, but we almost certainly won't be able to carry everything. Well, we will have 3 slots. Never mind. We hit the secret door now. Now is the time. Open this bad boy up. Give us the goods. Great treasures. All right. Well, this dungeon has paid for itself, if nothing else. We just got 10,000 gold out of this bad boy. We got to activate 3 infected corpses. Do we want to go monkey with this trap? What's your trap disarm chance? It could be just a source of free stress relief. You got an 80%. You have no stress, but 100. You know what? Try it. Perfect. And then rather than backtrack the whole way, we'll just come down to this empty room and turn about. Costs us a bit of torchlight, but only a bit. Pete, why did you go to the Weald? Well, I don't know. Mostly because I'm an idiot. I mean, if history and experience have taught us anything, it's what's the hashtag, chat? Somebody in chat, please remind us what the hashtag about the Weald is. Pretty sure it's hashtag fuck the Weald, but if you guys could just check the manual and make sure, I'd appreciate it. You know what? Go again. 80% is good enough. Got rid of 2 stress for us. Not gonna max it to perfect light, but we'll be high enough that we make sure and get... We gotta have high enough light that we can maintain this dodge bonus, because that's gonna be a big part of Dash Rendar's survival mechanisms. He needs that dodge. 3 dogs and a madman. Sounds like the setup for a bad joke. 3 dogs and a madman walk into a bar. Okay, so Doomsay is actually quite bad for us. You gotta die, though. Hashtag fuck the Weald. Hashtag the manual said so. You know what? If you want to give Asajj Ventress rabies, I wouldn't say no, actually. A rabid Asajj Ventress might be a workable Asajj Ventress. We love rabies. Rabies is kind of our thing. Stab this man in the heart. Great shot, Rendar. Nice work. We should probably, as much as I'd love... You know what? No. Killing that man is vastly more important than getting off a sort of a ghetto heal here. We could toxin... You know what? Toxin trickery. Now's the time. Get rid of that bleed. Give yourself a huge dodge boost. And yet it still wasn't enough to dodge that rabid rush, and the bleed has now returned. Managed to dodge that one. Nobody attacked the riposting Dash Rendar.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
It was a nice double kill from Sheev Palpatine. I'll give him credit.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
We don't really need that key anymore. I'm just going to abandon the key. It's extraneous. We probably also should have maybe used that bandage on our boy Dash Rendar. Yeah, he's bleeding. He's actually bleeding out pretty good. He's bleeding for 8. We want to... You know what? Let's not shovel this. We don't have room to carry anything, and we might need that shovel. If things go super well, maybe we circle back for it later. I can't abandon crests, though. Those I gotta have. You done bleeding yet, Dash Rendar? Should have named you Gash Rendar. Then it could have almost been your porn name, Gash Render. Close, but not quite there. Dash Rendar somehow survived an exploding space station. Pete, yeah, well, you know, like chat says, he knows how to dodge. When the space station exploding bits came at him, you know, he ducked. A little bit of slime. On the plus side for us here, these slimes can't currently create more slime. That's what we got going for us. Slimes will not beget more slimes. Just don't stun me. Don't care what happens, just don't stun me. We gotta have Phasma pumping up our boy Dash Rendar. What debuff is this? -2 speed. That's unfortunate. Kill this man.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Captain Phasma, you gotta throw a heal here. You know, when it comes to, like, directed single-target heals, I actually think maybe with the stacking buff that the Arbalest is better at single-target heals than the Vestal. I think they may have an advantage in that department. Nice shot, Chief. That was exactly what we needed. Good work, bro. You know what? Hit this man with a blight. He's so blight-resistant, though. Just throw a knife at him.
A singular strike.
We got to get him dead. The critical is nice. Start that riposte. A slime is basically incapable of bleeding, so we're not even going to try. There's some damage. Towering Ectoplasm takes one. He's going to slime smack us again. That's going to land. Creating another slime, but all that is a victim for our point-blank shot momentarily. Asajj Ventress. Yeah, there we go. Back to full. Get rid of the big... You didn't kill him, though. You were supposed to get rid of the big slime, Ventress, and you mucked it.
Destroy.
That's okay, though, because Sheev Palpatine is an unstoppable slaughter machine.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah, well, I mean, for certain values of success, I suppose. Our torchlight is already basically maxed. I don't want to... Technically, this is more than 550 gold, with the potential to stack even higher. I also wouldn't mind picking up that blood. What do we deke, though? I don't see any good candidates for getting rid of stuff. Let's hit the scout. Curios. So we got to go this way because there's a quest location. I'm going to guarantee one of the other quest locations is going to be up here. So we're going to have to go there and back again on the Hobbit's Holiday. If we're coming back this way, you know what? We don't loot this. If we got to come back, we leave it for future endeavors. How much is your stress doing? 80%. How much stress you got? You got 14. You have 19. You can't fail, though. Let's go ahead and go for the slam dunk here. Dash Rendar's rolled the bones twice and come up lucky. Let's not push his luck and have him fail. Somebody should probably drink this holy water. That'll be you. Give me the 300 gold. Darius Rucker? God, the blackest of fates. All we care about, though, are the journals of Darius Rucker, lead singer and commander extraordinaire of Hootie and his Blowfish.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright, this is a fight then. Eldritch pull, don't... As long as we don't get the pull, we don't care. Ah, that sucks then. And we're getting Doomsayed. Could have been worse. Only 9 stress out of that. Palpatine is not going to be well suited in this fight. I think maybe we withstand here to mark ourselves. Bonus buffs... We're going to wind up marked anyway. Let's just get it out of the road and do it to our damn selves. Really didn't need that madman to dodge, though. We are riposting. We're not going to get attacked, though, because these guys are going to go exclusively after Palpatine. They're going to try and rend him now that he's marked. Kill this one. Ah, you guys, come on. You got to start hitting shots, though. See, if you'd have hit that shot, that man would definitely be dead and not throwing stress at Dash Rendar, who is the greatest man who ever lived. Nobody fucks with Dash Rendar. Not on my watch. And we're going to Solemnity. Beautiful. We got actually an HP gain. We took 14 damage from the last Rend the Marks. This time, we actually cut a profit. So murdered this man. Captain Phasma actually needs to get a little health for herself as well. Health for yourself. It's the Perfidious Pete self-help book that's taken the nation by storm. You know what? Tracking shot that thing. This gives us a buff. I thought that also marked the target. I was hoping that... I thought that marked him and we then were going to have Captain Phasma blow his brains out. Apparently that is not the case. And Asajj Ventress suddenly can't hit a goddamn thing. She's 0 for the century. Kill this man.
Masterfully executed.
Dash Rendar is going to be taking quite a bit of stress here from the old horror attack. Still rending the mark on Sheev Palpatine. That time he stepped aside. Sheev, you got to heal, buddy. On a long enough timeline, healing instead of killing these guys is a very, very bad idea because we're going to get stackable net losses. Almost entirely blight resistant, and yet I'm still going to throw blight at this man. He resisted, sure enough. Let's start stacking bleeds then. We got to do other forms of damage other than hit people with blunt or sharp instrument. Captain Phasma. Solid heal there. Single target, but still. Good work. The Arbalest sucks outside of a marking team. See, I disagree. I think they're fine. Also, our Arbalest here is primarily just being a healer. So the marks and the other synergies are kind of an also-ran. That's fatal damage. That man will bleed to death. Gotta go for the heal. Palpatine is managing to keep his stress low with his self-heal. And then we'll double pump that. Now he's got the healing buff that will stack with his own buff.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
We gotta have this man live long enough that we can get one more heal off. Resisted to bleed. Well, that pretty much ensures that he will live. Go for the blight. It's all you can do from this position. He did resist it. Palpatine, heal thyself.
The wounds of war can
Let's get double mileage out of that healing buff
never
here.
hidden womp.
That was a little disappointing that the follow-up only healed for 6. We're taking another Rend the Mark, so the enemies get 5 back, and now we can definitely kill this man. Eat this food.
These nightmarish
Take this gold.
creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I still think we would. You know what? We leave this curio as well. If nothing else, we could get a free interaction just by going down here and using one of our quest gubbins at the quest location. Maybe check out this sack. 750 gold. Well, a lot of... You know what? No, I'm not going to let that go to waste. I will abuse the torch a little bit and overburn the light just a tiny bit.
And purpose is made clear.
You're back to craving. We come in here, we get rid of one of these quest objects. Perfect. Anybody can do this, so... Cure the infected corpse. The scouting is helpful. This might save us some travel time. If there's no more quest... What are the odds, chat, that there's a quest location down here? I mean, I'm feeling like 100% roughly, so let's just do it. We need that light. Got to keep our dodge high. As far as hallway fights go, this one's pretty weak T. We'll be fine. Asajj Ventress, 18 aggregate damage. That's some solid output. Double kill on the Skelly Man. He's going to make an extra slime. I could have done without the critical just because of the stress. Stab this man in the heart. Now he's dead and you're riposting. I don't expect this guy to even really get a chance to go. Let's throw a heal here. You know what, Phasma? Heal yourself. This man better be dead before he ever even gets a chance to go.
The ground quakes.
All right, then. You got the blight, so he is in fact dead. And we're going to go then for the stress relief and healing.
The wounds of war can be healed.
That's just the right way to have that one end. That felt good, man. We got a solid roundabout at the end. Good little bunch of extra little buffs there. Yo, Pete, what'd you have for dinner? I had a ribeye steak and a baked potato. Loaded, baby. Loaded baker.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
I will admit, though, the ribeye was not fantastic. I went to like a local supermarket. Usually I go to an actual butcher to buy my meat, but didn't have time this week because I was too damn busy, so I just went to like a local supermarket, and the cut of meat was not fantastic. So it is good that we came this way. Here's our quest location. Let's get rid of this. We now have no need to finish off the rest of this. What's the curio? Do we have bandages? Nope. Well, all right. Let's just back that train right on up then. And now it's all backtracking. We're going to back that train up to the station, girl. Unload it. Yo, Pete, how many mats or rugs do you have in your bathroom? This is a strange turn of question, chat. You're kind of taking this into a weird area. The answer is 2, but I'm not sure why you want to know. I have actually a kind of largish bathroom, and 1 rug is not sufficient to cover it. I have one that's like right in front of the shower so that I don't slip on the tile when I get out, and then I have another one that's like in front of the sink. I like 2 mats. We'll call you Questing Hood, Sir 2 Mats, then. Don't get the Crimson Curse, though. Don't get the Crimson Curse. Acceptable. Also, don't get the Crimson Curse, though. Also acceptable. So we want to hit you with Blight. So that we get bonus damage on you. Enraging Slight. A little bit of a stress attack. Dash Rendar's gonna be a little stressed out when we get him out of this dungeon. Unless we get some solid camping. The shit part about this is now we're out of position.
Eradicated.
We can't activate riposte, but I mean we can one-shot kill a man, which always feels pretty good. I have 3 mats. See, I feel like that's too many, PJ. You've crossed over and become decadent. If you have more than 2 mats in your bathroom, you're decadent. I'm sorry, sir.
Decimated.
Man, Captain Phasma, when she does fire that crossbow, it's like she stores it up. Bombing run. Ouch. That's a bleed, I believe, as well, is it not? Yes. This man is already dead. You know what? Can we... we can't toxic trigger someone else. I want to get a heal off on Dash Rendar. You know what? No, never mind. These guys often cause the Crimson Curse. Let's not dick around. We just get it done.
As victories mount, so too.
Who else wants to drink some holy water? Dash Rendar, you know what? This gives you like a bonus. Oh, I thought that gave you stress resist, but I guess not. You're actually taking extra stress until we camp. Well, we are going to camp soon. I was thinking about just curing that with the herbs, but we've got a camp coming up shortly. Also, we're going to... Yeah, you're bleeding like a shitload over there. We still have no bandages. You know what, Grave Robber? You like dead stuff. Here. Diseased by the remains, but you resisted it. So not actually diseased, but in fact blighted. And the blight didn't stick. Perfect. I have larger tiles. I'm glad for the mats. I also have really largish tiles in my bathroom. So yeah, the mat is... It's sort of a necessity. They're very slippery, especially when your feet are damp. I think we camp here. We go for the feast.
The battle may yet be won.
Stress relief across the board. Stress is looking pretty darn good. First thing we're going to do, we got a bandit sense. No nighttime ambush. That's the most important thing. We could quarantine. We don't really have that much stress for anybody else to bother to get rid of. You don't need... no, you don't really need those buffs either. Gallows humor... Probably not worth it. Gallows humor may be worth it here, though. You know what? Yes, it is. Mostly because it gives us... Oh, you yourself were going to do a... You were going to do a dark, humorous joke, and your gallows humor is fine, but for some reason, Dash Rendar's gallows humor is inappropriate. I don't understand you, Asajj Ventress. I don't understand you. We got you down to 9. How much time does that leave us? We still got 2. That's enough time for one more encourage. Let's bump that off. And we're coming out of this one smelling like a rose. Or, I mean, you know, smelling like the Warrens, technically, but... If you have 3 mats, why not just carpet the bathroom at that point? The man makes a valid point, Chad. If you got 3 mats in your bathroom, are the mats, like, ridiculously tiny, or is the bathroom enormously large? Because otherwise, it doesn't really seem like 3 mats are justified. You've sort of crossed over into carpet territory, I gotta agree. If I had a week, I still couldn't explain what's wrong with... Are you talking about 3 mats in a bathroom or carpeting the bathroom? Bathroom carpet does seem a little unhygienic, but, you know, if you clean the carpet regularly, it's probably okay. This fight sucks, and we need it to be over really, really fast. I think we go for the Blight. We actually should have single target attacked that man instead of going for the AoE. We really need you to murder this dude. God damn it, Dash Rendar. Is it enough? Not enough. Okay, the next one will be enough, though. So Captain Phasma's going to take some stress out here. Well, you're going to get reposted. Also, Dash Rendar dodged. That's beautiful. He did not repost, however. Why did you not repost, Dash Rendar? You should have reposted. Little skull toss. Captain Phasma's getting wailed on a bit. She's taking, you know, 9 stress is surmountable. Nice critical blight. That's actually going to do 18 damage, which is enough to kill this man, even if we do nothing else to him. We're definitely going to do some other shit to him, though. For instance, have Sheev Palpatine saw him in half with a broken sword.
Foolish horrors.
See you in hell, Jade.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
So we have 12 crests. I kind of want to go for more crests. We do have to get rid of something. I think the best thing to do here, drink the blood, take the crests. We do have bloodlust now. Alright, well, it's the most efficient way to use our available inventory space. Okay, got a little extra food. You know what, Dash Rendar? Why don't you nosh that extra food? Darius Rucker, though. Yeah. The introduction to the journals of Darius Rucker. Blowfish extraordinaire. Excellent. Of course it's excellent. This dungeon run has now been blessed by Lord Darius. There is no way we can fail. Hooty hath blown fish upon us, and we hath seen that his blowing is of goodness and quality, and that we shall dwell in the house of the sacred for the remainder of our days. All hail Lord Darius, by the way. We've got the food. We're getting, you know, we're down to 1 food prompt, though. Maybe open this, Mr. Bloodlust. What's in the left luggage?
Finding the stuff is only the first
Interesting.
test.
More blood.
Must be carried home.
Darius? Burn the torch. That's easy. Burn the torch, take the gold. We don't really need the anti-venom. I'd love to get that blood in our inventory, but there's almost nothing we can get rid of except for these medicinal herbs. And if it comes down to blood, or... You know what happens if you give somebody who's in bloodlust more blood? Oh, okay, that's real bad then. Lesson learned, never do that. I wonder why giving them blood when they have the bloodlust gives them... Why does that give them more stress? Shouldn't... If they're lusting for blood, shouldn't that slake their lust? Why did that give him stress? If that's the way the mechanic works, it's fine. It's just I'm confused because it seems not sensible.
Executed with impunity.
That was a fantastic shot. We're going to rack it. Look at that critical. Holy shit, pickles. Sheev Palpatine is cutting bitches left and right. You don't fuck with Sheev Palpatine, he'll cut a bitch. Honestly, I feel like maybe here we just heal. Gonna bite Captain Phasma? Just don't poison her. You son of a bitch. What did I ask? I asked for one thing. The one thing I asked for is the thing. You piece of shit. We're trying to get back to Captain Phasma so she can throw a heal at herself. There is nothing we can do here that won't kill this guy or cause us stress unless we miss. And we did not. Burn the torch. Take the goodies. Jade's got to go on the floor. Sorry, Jade. We've got to fight straight away. Party is in proper order. We have once again surprised the enemy. I don't think they're going to live. Sheev?
Back to the
Yeah, they're definitely not going to live when Sheev Palpatine starts it off with a monster double kill. It really seems like a spider who causes blight should be a little more blight resistant. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't kill her with that Dash Rendar so we could get a heal off, but okay.
A trifling victory. But a victory
I want this blood. I'm tired of leaving blood on the floor. We need this blood. Eat this food. We need this blood. I'm going to throw these shovels on the floor, and I know, even as I throw these shovels on the floor, we're going to immediately require a shovel now. This next thing is going to be like a barricade, and we're going to need a shovel. We haven't needed one until now, but this will be the time. It'll be like, oh, hey, Pete, I see you discarded your shovels. Guess what? Shovel City, sweetheart. Welcome to Shovel Town. Population, you're fucked. Where is my quest location? Okay, excellent. No barricades, and we get a free inventory slot here. The most important part of this, probably the inventory slot. Get rid of that shit. Burn one of our last 2 torches. Do we push our luck or do we just bail out? I think we maybe push our luck a little bit. Do not touch that dead rotting. Well, do we want to? You know what? No, there's no advantage here in fighting. Room battle with treasure. We have 1 empty inventory space, potentially 2 if we burn the torch. I mean YOLO though, right? YOLO swag. Could have been worse. The fact that we got surprised is also very nice here. So let's work these boys over. 13 aggregate for Massage Ventress. That's a good start. Gives them the debuff as well. Outlaw Bloodletter. Big boy John there. Sorry, Big John. I think we kill this man. I don't think we give him a chance to go. I don't want to give him a chance to double crit us. Little blanket fire. We're already reposting. Yeah, point blank shot me, bro. Get reposted. Oh, get shit on. There's only room for 1 big dude in this party, and that dude is Jack Porkins. If you ain't Jack Porkins, you ain't shit. Big John has a glandular issue. I mean, I'm pretty sure you missed my reference with the Big John thing, because Big John is actually a song about a large man named John who rescues people from the bottom of a mine. Big John is actually a hero in that story. He once killed a man with a crashing huge right hand, too. Well, our greed got us some extra cash. We burn this torch. We take this. We don't give a shit about a Blightstone. Or do we? I think we do. We don't give a shit about 50 gold, though. The scouting is helpful. There's an obstacle. No way in hell are we going to that room then. We open this chest and then we out. What's in the unlocked strongbox?
Wealth beyond measure.
Sapphires and deeds, which, like, I definitely want. What do we want to get rid of? The Blightstone potentially is useful. Now, you know what? Adios, Blightstone. You gotta go. We take the deeds rather than the sapphires because we don't really need money at the moment. We're walking out of this dungeon already with an unbelievable amount of swag. I hate to leave the gems behind, but so be it. Also, we picked up those brawler's gloves in addition to our monstrous stack of cash. $30 crests and 9 deeds we pulled out of there. Also very good. And Dash Rendar has made it to Resolve rank 3. Night blindness, which as far as negative quirks go, not bad for us because we tend to love the light. Praise the light, by the way, chat. Praise the sun. Warren Scrounger is, I mean, well, it's not negative. That's the best thing we can say about it. Back to town, then. How come you're smuggling drugs through the Weald, Pete? Well, I mean, the cops aren't going to look there, so it seems like the solid spot to start. Where am I supposed to smuggle those drugs? What, am I going to smuggle them through a police department? That seems like a terrible strategy. Some cop probably isn't corrupt. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I was going to say some cop probably isn't corrupt, but then I realized, nah, I mean, probably also is corrupt, yeah.